How dare he sully your name? He won't harm you any longer. Don't listen to what he says. He'll be gone soon, I promise. This isn't my father's notebook. Oh, okay. Oh, we scared. We scared. Oh, okay. Hello, and welcome back to Circus of Stars. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I'm finna move my mic. If you're new here, and I'm gonna leave the mic alone, okay? Because my last video, I kept toying with it, and I heard myself over and over when I was editing. But if you're new here, it would mean no world to me if you joined our family. Come on in, sit down. We got snacks. We got a big screen, and we're about to embark on the rest of this story. Now, we left off where we got attacked. We went home. Everything is okay. We have a taser with us now, I think. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know why this character, this voyeur, did not go to the police. Because if I got attacked, I would have went to the police. But she did not go to the police, so I'm assuming she just didn't feel threatened. I don't know. I don't know anymore. She doesn't even clean her kitchen. This isn't me. The cracks of sunlight peek through the curtains as you open your eyes. The sun was shining on your face, and the covers of your bed were chucked all over the place. I cannot say nothing about the bed because I don't make up my bed. But nonetheless, you were comfortable. That was the first time I slept like that in ages. What should I do today? I feel like I have the energy to do anything. You ponder for a minute until you recall the events from the day before. Oh yeah, I got attacked going to my dad's old job that he died at. I don't know. I have to go look for Armand again today. I have to make sure I get his number down next time so I don't have to go on a wild goose chase. But first, I'm going to get some food and brush my teeth. Of course, if you can, do not leave the house with funky breath and dirty buns. That's the best advice I can give to you. Hey, 2 minutes in, I gave you the best advice. 1 hour later. The fresh piece of croissant tastes warm in your mouth. I'm going to turn it down in my ear. It should be still okay for y'all, but I'm going to turn it down in my ear. Lucky for you, it was a fresh batch. You could feel the wind blowing softly past your cheeks with the sound of the bustling city all around you. You finished the last bite of your croissant before throwing the wrapper out. I should really go to this place more often. Maybe I'll try one of those pieces of cakes next time. In the morning? Maybe going home, I might grab a piece of cake, but I'm not eating cake in the morning. But there's people that eat donuts in the morning. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. I didn't really get to eat anything for my birthday, so it'll be a treat for myself. My birthday. Did you know that Song told me that my birthday, July 10th, is National Short Person Day? The way I am so angry because I'm not short, I'm 6'5", so he tried to throw it in my face. Who cares about that now? I just want cake. You begin to walk back to the same building you went to the day before. ... You reached outside the building again, but this time there wasn't security there. The only person standing by the entrance is the same red-headed smoker you saw yesterday. Only this time, the cigarette was actually lit. Armand! He looked surprised to see you again. It's you again. I was going to go looking for you, but I almost got robbed 2 seconds after you left. Robbed? Some guy was trying to drug me, but I couldn't hear what he was saying anyways, and kicked him before he could take my stuff. He was not trying to rob you. Robbed. Well, at least you're safe. Anyways, what are you doing here again? Last time you didn't give me any way of reaching you, so I had to come back. That was because something came up. But anyway, I still can't let you in the building. Why? I'm the daughter. I should be able to get in the building anytime I want to. Why not exactly? They're doing double checks and renovations to make sure all the props and whatnot are all safe to use. They consider it a public safety hazard if they didn't, so I'm stuck outside. Everything was fine by me, but no. They wouldn't leave until everything was double checked. They? It's the public inspectors. Don't worry about it. Anyway, since we can't go inside, how about you visit a different part of Silos? Silos has different parts to it now? I told you last time. We opened a club and other facilities. Orchard Bloom down a couple of blocks is owned by Silos Co. too. Didn't we just come from there? Oh yeah, I've heard of that before. I thought I saw a sign on top of the building that we were standing in front of when we got our cake and stuff, but I guess I was wrong. One of my friends went to that nightclub a lot, but I didn't know it was owned by Silos. I was never a big fan of nightclubs, so I never went before. So how about it? Want to visit the place? You took a second to think about his offer before replying. Sure, I have no other plans today, so why not? Great, then let's go. We get to spend time with Armand. I'm excited. 8 minutes later, we're here. Yeah, this building. I didn't remember what it said, so my brain triggered and said, oh, it said Bloom, so this was the Bloom place, but it's not. Okay. Orchard Blooms. Okay, it's so cute. It's cute in here. Hold on. Yeah, I like it. I like the vibe. I don't like clubs either, so unless someone invites me to a club, Voya's not just gonna go to a club by herself. The pretty lights hit you all at once as you slowly look around to admire the decorations set around. Not too many people were in the club, but since it was only daytime, you expected it would only get busier people don't go to clubs in a day. This place just smells rich. I take it that you like the place? I'm not the biggest fan of clubs, but it is pretty nice. It's definitely nice. You can take a look around if you want. I pretty much own the place, so it's not really a problem. I can? Sure, but let's get you a drink first. How's that sound? I could go for one. I mean, getting robbed, having our best friend treat us like crap, meeting Armand, and then him kind of treating us like brushing us off all the time. It's kind of like, yeah, we've had a rough birthday month. Armand makes his way around the counter before organizing a few cups and drinks. Oh, look at him shaking our drink. He's so cute. He is just absolutely adorable. So, what can I get you? We have everything, so give me your preference. If you're not an alcohol type of person, I can make you a virgin drink as well. Or just juice, if that's what you like best. Sorry, something caught my attention on my phone. What should I get? Order juice, order a sweet cocktail, a liquor. Let's order juice. I'm really getting to the point where I don't like drinking at all. Let's order some juice. Just a juice then. Just a juice then? I prefer them best anyways. Alright then, one juice coming right up. He started grabbing a few bottles off the shelf behind him along with some items under the counter and mixed the ingredients into a cocktail shaker. After a few seconds, he began pouring the bright colored juice into a glass off a shelf with a few small ice cubes. Excuse me. Sorry. You're the bartender too? You said you pretty much own the place. But you're the bartender? I don't know. One glass of juice served. I didn't know you could make juice look so fancy. I take pride in my work is all. The taste of the sweet concoction hits your tongue as you took a sip from the glass. Despite the strong flavor, the juice was still enjoyable, even in big gulps. Do you like it? Honestly, yeah. I don't think I can drink regular juice after this. I'm glad you like it. He grabbed another glass to pour a drink for himself before cleaning up the counter in front of you. That is so sweet. It's been a long time since I've got to just sit and relax. How so? I don't assume anything about anyone's life, but I think you know better than anyone else how much work your boss makes us do, or used to make us do anyways. Some days would go on where none of us got even a wink of sleep until we did our routine perfect with no fail. I never understood what made him have the need to have everything so perfect all the time. So we know from as a child, he absolutely, like, perfection was key. So we know as a child that was his thing, but we would have assumed, like most parents, would mellow out. Like my mom used to be a very strict person. You had military time, you had to get up at a certain time, up and at 'em. And my mom's not in the military, but we would have to get up at certain times. Everything had to be perfect, tip top shape, punishments for every little thing and stuff. And she mellowed out, and that usually is what happens to very strict parents, very perfectionist parents. That's kind of how my mom is. But I mean, doesn't seem like he did. He stayed true to his colors to the very end. Perfection is key, and kept going. He must have seriously had a really bad OCD problem. I remember the times when we wouldn't get our routine done right, even when it reached midnight. Everything just became so up. His face changed. Never mind. Maybe unpleasant memories should be brought up a different time, yeah? Okay. You know, sometimes I wish life was as easy as living as a caterpillar. You're always destined to turn into something beautiful, or you die too soon to reach it. At least for those caterpillars who don't make it, they don't have to face the harsh reality of their failure. So I'm assuming that he's one of the performers that has been told, like, yeah, you're a failure. Like, get over it. You'll never be nothing. You'll never be as good as, what's our childhood? Gaoyang? Yeah, he was one of the people that got told, yeah, you'll never be as good as Gaoyang. Give up. I guess humans fail to share that fate. To tear the skin off layer by layer in a beautiful metamorphosis until all that remains is something pure. Wouldn't life be easy if humans were just like that? I guess not all caterpillars are so lucky. Some wait their entire lives to become the beacon of beauty that they were once promised, but what if they become a moth instead? Condemned and hated by those around it despite finally reaching their lifelong goal. Some moths are very beautiful too. They just gotta find that inner beauty. But, I guess, isn't it dreadful? I guess that's something humans and caterpillars have in common, right? Anyway, ignore my mindless yapping. You came to look around the place, right? Huh? Oh. His words snapped you back into reality as you were staring into space. Sorry, didn't mean to space out. He looked at you before cracking a chuckle. It's fine. Like I said, it was just random yapping. But you're free to look around the place now. Just return your glass to the counter anytime, okay? Last time someone took one home, and I spent hours looking for it. But I will warn you, if you find something you don't like, don't pin it on me. Here's the key. He tucks the key into one of his pockets. What's that supposed to mean? Got it. Thanks, Armand. Yeah, what do you mean I'm gonna find something I don't like? I'm a little worried about that one. Armand walks away, leaving you alone at the bar. You proceed to get up from your seat with your drink in one hand, already to begin your search. Where should I go? There isn't too many people here, so let's just walk around a bit first. You look around the place, and you see a few people drinking together at a bar, the others just chatting away. When's the last time I hung out with someone like that? I just don't go to clubs or bars. I wouldn't go here normally anyways. I really should hang out with more people though. I mean, I enjoy my time alone. I get to be goofy, I dance around the house, I work out. Like, there's nothing wrong with being by yourself. And, you know, if someone decides that they want to participate in your antics and, you know, join you in your, your little bubble, then by all means, just don't disrupt my bubble or I'm gonna push you out of it. But honestly, I'm a homebody. I kind of like staying at home. Again, my goal for YouTube isn't to like get racks on racks of money, get a butt ton of money and all that other stuff. My goal is to enjoy having fun, building a community that's full of love and protection and goofiness and silliness and awkwardness and craziness and helping people. And I'm not just talking about random people that are suffering, but them too if we can. But like making a charity to help one of our people in our community, help like somebody achieve their goals and stuff. Like I want to build someone else's goal too with my goal. Like let's say I have a lot of followers and somebody just made a game. They're in the community. They'd be like, hey, I made a game and I really want you to play it, Voyia. It's cool and stuff. So we play it and we give them our feedback and they make their game better or something like that. Like that's the goal that I have in mind for YouTube. Like I want to help people build something. I want to be silly, be goofy, and enjoy what I do. For years, I have not enjoyed any job I ever had. I was just miserable, and I knew I was destined to help people. In every field I got into, from nursing on down, it just didn't feel right. I'm like, I'm helping people, but why do I not feel fulfilled? Like, I don't feel fulfilled. And now that I'm doing YouTube, and people are like, oh my God, you make me laugh. Oh my God, this is so funny. It's like, I found it. I found what I was looking for the whole entire time, and I just didn't realize it until now. So thank you guys for helping me realize my goal, and because of that, I want to help you guys reach your goals and stuff. You guys are helping me reach my goal. I want to help everybody else reach theirs. 15 minutes later, you continue to walk around looking at all the different lights and rooms until you find a suspicious door. Is this a storage closet? You jingle the knob a bit and find it locked. Good thing I have a key. You pick out the key from your pocket and test it on the door. No, that was easy. I swear, you owe me one, Gaoyang. I'm sorry. Why does he owe you one? Wait, what did Gaoyang give you? Okay. See, he's still trying to get these double chocolate chip booty cheeks, and I already told him he can't have them until he changed his whole personality. He could have just been obsessed with me and I would have probably given him some, but no, he want to be, oh, excuse me, we don't do autographs. You close the door and continue to walk down the hall. This place resembled almost nothing like the club you just saw before, but rather a smaller storage place. This hallway is so long. If I have to look through 30 more storage closets, I think I'm going to puke. Who needs that many storage rooms anyway? When you continue walking down the hallway, you notice one particular door open slightly ajar. I guess I can just start from here then. This feels like a setup. You thought about it for a moment, but decided there's nothing to lose. Should be fine. You got attacked near this building and you're telling me, nothing to lose. Right? Let's hope. Okay, this is someone's room. The room is filthy. The way I would have walked in here with a trash bag and just started picking stuff, like I can't believe people just walk around just leaving stuff on the floor and stuff. And I'm guilty of doing the same thing. That comes with the ADHD, then editing all day and stuff. And like it comes with all the territory of YouTube. I'm guilty of putting stuff on the floor. But when I'm done with YouTube and stuff, I get up and clean up. It's the same thing. Like I wake up in the morning, I wash my face and stuff, brush my teeth. And then, like, even if I don't put on regular clothes, I put on some type of clothes so I can feel like this is not more like a job per se, but like wake myself up to do said job. But, clean your room up. I'm not talking about the bed. I don't even make up my own bed, so I'm not even going to say that. To your surprise, the room in front of you was not a storage closet, but more so resembled a bedroom of sorts. This place gives me the creeps. Should I be looking through someone's bedroom like this? Although, I'm on maybe give me a limit of what I can and can't look through, so technically, I'm not at fault. But where to start? I can't just tear through the whole room or else someone's gonna know I was here. File cabinet, clothing rack, bed. File cabinet? We might find something cool. I start here, then I'll probably find something useful at the very least. But it is someone's room. So what if I find something? Let's not think about that. You open the cabinet doors and start to dig through the files and paperwork inside. There was an assortment of small notes to documents and even a diary. Should I be looking through someone's personal stuff like this? Wait, I already asked myself this. Welp, I've come too far to back out now, so might as well. Like, dang, should I be doing this? Oh well. We already asked ourselves this question. We might as well just keep going. Disclaimer. Don't look through people's things without their permission. Y'all see this? Bad. Y'all are just a bad influence. Shame. It will not work like you want it to. You dig through the papers to pull out a small notebook. Another one? January 20th, blank, 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 6 p.m. Today's her birthday. That look in her eyes still remains blank and cold to me. However, today she looks especially happy, happier than usual. She refuses to speak to me still, but she looked at me for once, so it's progress. I'm assuming this is about me. I don't think this is my current birthday that happened because we absolutely was nervous talking to him, but I don't know. Perhaps one day, when she has gotten used to her arrangements, I'll bring her to see a performance. I just have to be patient. Just patient. This page looks, this page looks bloody. Blood? It's not possible. It's all that wretched child's fault. I kept everything hidden from her so she wouldn't be able to escape from my grasp. She's gone. Her blood is still on my hands. She's gone, and it's all that damn child's fault. The rest of the pages were scribbled out in blank marker. Is this my father's book? Whose diary is this? Wait, there's still a page left in the back. How dare he sully your name? He won't harm you any longer. Don't listen to what he says. He'll be gone soon, I promise. This isn't my father's notebook. Oh, okay. Oh, we scared. We scared. Oh, okay. What the hell? You shut the book and threw it back into the cabinet, shocked by what you read. I don't think I want to know what the hell happened in there. How about just looking through some documents? Maybe that'll ease my mind. You dig through the folder before coming across a document resembling a will. A will? It has my father's name on it. You take a deep breath and begin reading the written will you pulled out from the folder. I leave my main property and business to Gaoyang, who shall henceforth take the place as ringmaster. Oh no. Oh, this is so bad. The rest of the details were written below that. Next, I leave the club branch of Silos to Armand and the children's center in charge for Angelica. So, did he leave anything for Voyia? He left the club to Armand, the company to Gaoyang, the children's center to Angelica. The rest of the details were written below that as well. And last but not least, for 1/4 of my wealth and other assets shall belong to. The sight of the next lines left you in awe. It left you more confused and shocked. My dearest child, Voyia. He left me money? He left me 1/4 of his wealth and assets. He gave everything else to his kids, his employees, and he only left me money. And I'm not sad about that. I mean, thanks, Dad. But the only thing I can think in my head is like, The way we spoke the last time, I don't have a child, but you just left me 1/4 of your money, makes me believe that somebody added this part, or maybe he was forced to add this part. What the hell? He wouldn't. He didn't even recognize me as his own child. This can't be real. This isn't right. There's something wrong. But what? Slam. Looks like someone is snooping where they don't belong. Such a curious cat, aren't we? Oh, great. It's Gaoyang. Ah, hello, Gaoyang. You adorable man. In front of your eyes stood the very man you've been avoiding like the plague. The spark of the reunion with your long-lost friend wasn't as magical as you'd hope. This time, it dawned on you that you were alone. It was only you and him in the room. Only you two. And maybe he's being a little nicer this time. Can I help you? I haven't seen you in so long, and you can't even say hi to your dear Gaoyang? Your body froze, too anxious to move, so all you could do was respond. Shut it. Don't act like I didn't say the same thing to you just 2 days prior. What happened to, I'm not taking visitors today, huh? And now you want to talk about greetings? Don't make me laugh. You spoke, hiding your quivering hand to mask your apprehension. Listen, nah. Tighten up that backbone, all right? Stand tall, stand strong, okay? We're not gonna sit here and buckle between this man's fingers and buckle to our knees for him. If you would listen, then you would know I didn't have a choice. I would never do that to you. You know me. It pained me to have to push you away. That day was just an obstacle, so forgive me for acting so harsh. But don't worry. You'll understand what I am and who I am today soon enough. What obstacle is he referring to? It couldn't have been as simple as just the performance. I want to ask him for more answers, but I can't even look at him. Every time I look into his eyes, all I can think about are those cameras flashing at me all over again. I barely was able to talk to him last time, and that was only because there were other people there. You felt your hands trembling as you looked away from him. Her getting harassed and stuff really bothered her. Him being a butt. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening that's just like, it's making me uneasy about the whole situation. He didn't move but stayed put by the doorway, making sure his eyes were still on you at all times. What do you want from me? Like you said, I know you well enough to know that you're not here just to say hello. You never do something for nothing. You pain me. I'd make any exception just for you. But I just wanted to make something up to you, is all. What? I don't know. I'm on edge right now. I'm expecting him to pounce me, and I'm scared. I heard from a little someone that you almost got injured yesterday. It would be very unfortunate if, let's say, you had gotten hurt. Who could have? Armand? That? Dang it. Should have never told Armand. When did he even get the chance to tell Gaoyang? Don't tell me that's how he found me so coincidentally right here. It pains me to see you hurt. You know, I've only ever wanted to keep you safe. You clearly didn't have my best interest 4 years ago, so why should I believe you now? Don't make me remind you why we stopped talking in the first place. You and I both know it wasn't because I moved out. You know that wasn't. He raises his voice before taking a deep breath again to keep his composure. That was out of my control. I won't let it happen again. You're 4 years too late, don't you think? If you would just listen to me, you'll understand what I'm trying to accomplish and why I've changed in your mind. In due time, everything will make sense. You felt him inch closer as your body stayed frozen with your back to the cabinet. His hands reach inches away from your cheek as his form towers over you, leaning his head closer in every second. You'll be safe in my arms again. Okay, the music shut off. I got my hand on the mouse now. You're not catching me this time, Gaoyang. Not this time. All right, we ready? Let's go. I promise you. Thud? It was that word of safety that sent shivers up your spine. You couldn't understand why it freaked you out so badly that you knew at that moment you needed to run. You took a chance and bolted for the door. In your oblivious state, you failed to realize that Gaoyang didn't move from his position, but only watched from the corners of the door as he witnessed you running further down the hall. Maybe another time. You'll come back again. I'll make sure of it. Oh my God. This would prompt me to go home and never come back here again. The side of the room can no longer be in view, but Gaoyang also didn't seem to have interest in following you. Why the frick did I have to run into him of all people? You've got to be kidding me. And Armand? When did he even get the chance to tell him all that? That little traitor? I should have known they were working together somehow. And somehow I strongly believe that Armand had anything to do with this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of people. I'm going home. It was a mistake coming here. As long as you don't get attacked again. ... Startled by your own previous encounter, all you wanted to do was go home and cuddle in your bed to forget the surge of paranoia creeping over your shoulders. You continued to walk, ready to just leave. You didn't want to talk to Armand, especially after what you just had encountered. Putting the key card back on the counter, you got ready to leave until you see Armand once again, holding a clearly inebriated woman in his arms. She was clearly wasted beyond help, with her blonde locks tangled within itself each step. Where are the bouncers? Are you literally the only person running this bar? Armand was slowly leading her to what seems to be a private room separate from the club. So he's having the time of his life while I'm getting ratted out? Oh yes, go have fun with your club Patreons while you leave me to die. I should have known after he said I might not like what I find. You begin storming over to the exit in anger. Much in your dismay, he saw you leaving towards the club entrance and set the girl back down before running out the room. He looked confused as to why you were leaving so soon, but you could only think about the previous events. You're leaving already? Did you find what you were looking for? You look back at him, almost fuming with anger. You scoff at his cluelessness. Don't act so surprised. You told him I was here, didn't you? Huh? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. Not 10 minutes after I separated from you, Gaoyang somehow found me just like that? I think you're overreacting just a bit here. I can't stop where he goes or what he does. You know that, right? It must have been a coincidence that he saw you. I don't even know where he went after I left, so how am I supposed to tell him? Well, you seem to know him really well, don't you? You scoff at him. His demeanor shifts to an annoying tone. May I remind you, your issues with Gaoyang has nothing to do with me. May I remind you, your issue with Gaoyang has nothing to do with me. Listen, I understand It has nothing to do with you, but you also have to look at the bigger picture and realize, like, she might have a reason, a good reason why she feels the way she feels. Just because you didn't want to see him doesn't mean I have to avoid him. Again, that's not my business, so why should I care about your affairs? Don't get mad at me for trying to help you out. You look at him with disdain as he continues to argue back. No offense, but considering the only place I went required a key, don't you think it's a bit much of a coincidence? He said to himself that someone told him about what happened to me yesterday. The only person I told was you. Did you really think that I wouldn't confirm this before confronting you about it? You were probably too busy freaking around with that girl over there to care. Excuse me? The air in the room felt colder than before, but you kept pushing at him despite that. That girl looks barely capable of standing, and you're still over there cuddling with her like she's sober. You're no different than those creepy stalkers at bars. You waited for him to respond, but he only looked back at you with a blank face. Only about a minute passed, but it felt like hours. The atmosphere in the room was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. So, that's how you view me too, huh? So much for me being a nice host. I answered any questions that you had. I made a drink for free. And I even gave you a key card that was for employees only. Isn't that so nice of me to be doing for total strangers? But nope. I get mistaken for a pervert freak. You don't know shite about my life for starters. You saw 2 seconds of us together and you made a whole scenario in your head about it. Oh no, Armand has taken advantage of some poor girl just because he was in her vicinity. He's got a point. She immediately came out, saw him with a drunk girl, and was like, yeah, look at him over there taking advantage of her. Armand starts approaching you, backing you against the wall. You don't dare compare me to one of those disgusting drunk scumbags. They're scars that offer nothing to society. They can't all die in a pit for all I care. You can go on about how much you're pissed off at me, but don't you ever compare me to them again. I'm nothing like them. Oh, seems like he's got a little history with scumbags at bars. Okay. Nothing. Before you could reply, Armand shoves you against the wall of the club. He looms over you, staring back in exasperation. Oh my God. The moment he pushed me, I would have left. All you could do was stay quiet while he continued to talk. His cool-headedness had completely vanished, as if he was a whole new person in front of you. Wow, all the guys are hot and they suck here. Oh, putting their hands on women? Man. His eyes were cold and made you question if you really did know who was in front of you currently. I'm nothing like them. Nothing. Leave if you want to. If that's how you want to view me as, then so be it. Armand storms off in anger before slamming the door behind him. Shite. Didn't mean to strike a nerve. I didn't even know he could react like that. You could still feel your heart pounding even after he left. His anger couldn't mask his perturbation as he recalled his hands on your shoulders quivering. The image of his frightened eyes and exasperation couldn't leave your head. While processing what just happened, you felt a slight tap on your shoulder. Behind you was the same woman you saw on stage 2 days before. From what you remember, Armand referred to her as Angie. Have you seen a tall suit wearing redhead around here? Are you talking about Armand? Yeah. He needed me to call a cab for some girl. A cab? I'm not sure I should be telling you anything, but let me know if you see him anywhere. Wait, he left through that door over there, but what happened with that girl in a cab? Why am I always stuck with the most curious people? People need to learn to mind their own business. Since you told me where he went, I guess telling you doesn't really matter. There's this girl who frequents the club with her boyfriend, but they broke up recently, so she came alone this time. Turns out he was the one who broke up with her, which led to her getting wasted at the club while yelling about how he didn't deserve her or whatnot. Armand saw it and told me to call a cab for her so she doesn't do anything she'll regret. While he kept her company and made sure she doesn't drink till she pukes. Shite. So we were wrong. Dang it. No wonder he was so mad at me. Now I feel bad. I was just yelling from anger before. Hey, you're Angel, right? Don't call me that. I hate that name. The room suddenly got awkward and something told you that you should probably fix it before you make someone else hate you as well. Sorry. Do I know you? Oh, I'm one of Armand's new friends. My name's... Would love to officially meet you, but I have stuff to do, so bye. Wait. Before you could ask her anything else, she leaves through the same door Armand stormed off from, leaving you alone in the club with a few Patreons staring at you. Looks begin to feel uncomfortable, along with the guilt slowly creeping up your shoulders. Now I feel like shite for yelling at him. He did rat me out to Gaoyang, but if I just let the situation be, my conscience will eat me alive. Where'd he even go again? I guess we go apologize. It sucks, and we still didn't get his phone number. I'm not like them. I'll never be like them. 8 years ago. The sound of the Patreons laughing and cheering was never a new spectacle. However, out of every night that you've worked here, there was one I'd always dread. Corporate meeting days. Armand, what are you doing just standing there for? Come pour me a glass. Coming, sir. And I'm sorry, you guys, my voice is going away, so I may sound funny, but it's just because I'm losing my voice. The call of the stupid drunkard rings in my nightmares. There wasn't a time that he arrived already sober without harassing me at least once. But I just have to endure it. 2 more weeks. Just 2 more weeks. Well. Look who finally decided to show up. Finally decided to entertain me. Drunk beaster. One of these days, this itch is gonna end up dead at the end of an alleyway, and I'm going to be the one laughing. What would you like to drink, sir? Forget the drink. How about you come and sit with us for a while, yeah? I could make sure you never have to work another shift again. How about it? Every time the boss has a meeting with the investors, this particular one seems to love bothering me to no ends meet. Disgusting pervert. What did you say? I asked if you like another drink, sir. I'm going to freaking murder him one of these days. Little Miss Attention Whore seems to love messing with a 16-year-old boy at his grown age. I've already put up with him for 3 months. He has a wife and a kid, for God's sake. I did not skip that. His wife and kid. Well, how about... Armand, get in here. I need to discuss some issues with you. I could hear him scoff at me, like his fun had been interrupted. Coming, sir. Just because you got off easy this time doesn't mean it'll be the same next... Just because you got off easy this time doesn't mean it'll be the same the next. Yeah, right. Armand, hurry up. Coming. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't have even been here if it wasn't for the boss. His interest in starting a club got me dragged into working here in the first place. What do other kids my age do? Are minors even allowed to work at bars to begin with? If I question logistics of it, I might get my pay deducted again. Armand! His words snapped me out of my thoughts. Yes, sir. We've recently received a new recruit. What poor kid got dragged in this time? Did you need me to show him around the circus? Better for me, I can leave this place earlier than intended. No, I'll give an angel that job. You should be showing up soon to gather paperwork, so you'll get to meet the kid. Angelica. I remember hearing about her before, but she didn't seem to have much interest in anyone. The boss favored her quite a lot, but I wouldn't blame him. Her skills are far beyond any teen I've ever met. As for you, Armand, you're going to be working here for another month. What? Another month? Is there a problem? Another month? Seriously? Just suck it up. There's nothing I can do anyways. I did not be able to read that. Then I can do it. Whatever. I can't freaking stand being here for an additional month. Excuse me? Shite. I already said it. Might as well go through with it. Every time there's a meeting with investors, that drunk beaster comes. He's been harassing me to no ends meet. That fricker even grabbed my butt once. Did you know? If I have to see his face for another month, he's going to leave here with more than just a bottle of booze. I'm barely holding it together to not pummel his face in at that GD table. I swear Armand. I knew that tone. I could recognize it from a mile away. It was his way of telling me I fricked up. I don't care what he does, but if our investors are displeased, then our budget gets cut. And if our budget gets cut, then you don't get paid. And if I have no more use for you, then you get to go back to the slums where you came from. Don't make me remind you that it was I that rescued you from that man. You said you'd do anything to leave. So here's your chance. Sell your body for all I care. But if our investors are displeased, then it'll be your head on the chopping block. Got it? Yes, sir. So that's why he doesn't like those terrible people. Oh my God. I should have never said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Frick. Out of everyone in this GD place, why did it have to be me? What did I do to deserve this? Damn it. The more I screamed, the more the uneasy feeling in my chest grew. No matter how hard I pounded on the bathroom stalls, it wasn't going to change anything. I wasn't one to cry or get scared often. Ghost stories never scared me too much, or even the dark. Part of me knew I could handle whatever was thrown at me, but despite my attempt to deny it, I was more terrified than I've ever been in my entire life. Sell your body? Am I a prostitute to him? Does that drunkard have nothing better to do? If it was any other normal bar Patreon, then at least I could put up with it. But what scared me was that I knew that he would use this position to do more than just catcall. Oh, man. Terrible people in this world. This is why I'm trying to build the community that I'm building off of love and support and caring and not toxicity. So many people get famous fast on toxicity on the line because people like to see the world spiral. I am not one of those people, and I don't like it, and I could do it because it's so easy to bait people, rage bait people. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be one of those terrible people online and not one of these terrible people in real life, because what is this? You go to a bar and harass a 16-year-old, you terrible, horrible human being? Ugh. I needed a breath. You're going to bars and harassing people. You're a horrible person. If you can't handle your liquor, don't drink in public. Drink at home. What am I supposed to do now? I have to put up with him for another month? Despite my own apparitions and, quite frankly, horrific experience in this place, I knew I couldn't do anything to sway the outcome. I wanted to tell myself to get it over with, but despite my own denial, it wasn't just another assignment for me, complete and forget about. Dots. As much as I'd like to just zone everything out, I could still hear him calling my name. Armand, don't keep me waiting again. I really, really want to knock that smirk off his face. Did you need something, sir? Without much word, I felt his hand by the back of my head, pushing it down slightly so my ears were close enough for him to whisper to me. Don't think I didn't overhear what your boss told you. You were better off keeping your mouth shut, you know. He knew. Now, I won't report any misconducts of yours if, let's say, you do me a favor, yeah? I don't know what you're implying, sir. Don't act stupid. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, trigger warning. This been a whole trigger warning, okay? This is definitely a trigger warning, but I'm telling y'all now, okay? There are times in my life where I wonder how people like this can continue living decent lives. But the sad truth is, it all comes down to one thing: money. He lifted his head back up once more and turned to the rest of the Patreons at the table. It seems I've been behind some of my work as of late, so I'll be leaving early. Armand, won't you accompany me? I knew sooner or later it was going to happen. Yes, sir. I don't like stuff like this. I would have walked up and punched him in the face, rich or not. I'm willing to go to jail to put somebody in their place. That's just me. 1 more month. Just 1 more month. Thank you for not going into details of what happened. 1 more month. 2 weeks passed by. I can't tell if I'm still holding on to my pride or cash. I was supposed to leave already. Doing dumb acrobatic tricks, performing plays, anything else. What am I still doing this for? Armand. In a loud crowd of Patreons, his voice never fails to stand out. Coming, sir. At this point, I'm used to it. It's like he only comes to torment me for his own pleasure and fantasies. Just have to get it over with, like every other time. 1 hour goes by. He's left the place already. I can feel my heart thumping and my ears still ringing. I need to leave, but I can't bring myself to move. My skin felt tainted with his putrid breath. Every word he spoke was like another step dragging me to my demise. It hurts. I don't know how much longer I can live like this. Even if it ends now, will it all really just go away? Should I just quit? But if I quit, then I'll have to go back to that place again. It still hurts. I'm disgusted. I am so disgusted. Thank you for not going into details what happened, but this is making me so mad. I hate people. Is it any better than this? I need to leave. I don't want to continue living like this. I don't want to do this anymore. I didn't sign up to do this, excuse me. I don't know what to... Hey, you. You're Armand, right? Who's talking? Oh, Gaoyang. I remember those blue streaks. Even now, I can't tell what's... Oh, this is Angie. Even now, I can't tell what she's thinking. Okay? You're... Angelica. Right. We've never met officially before. It's her. Can I help you? We're switching shifts tomorrow. Switching shifts? You get to help little Gaoyang with his work outside of just stunts. I'm working in the bar starting tomorrow. What? Did the boss make you? Don't take it. Don't take the offer. Does she not know? I can't let her work here. And even now, he's willing to put himself in front of everybody. Armand is actually good. He has a reason to be mad at us now. It'll be hell for her if she does. I can't drag someone down with me. Whatever you do, refuse it. Anything. Just do whatever it takes to make sure you won't have to work there. Calm down. I requested it. Requested? Just don't question it. Go home. The sun's going to set soon, so get back before it gets dark. But, did you not hear me? Okay. Why did she switch shifts with me? Does she not know? A million thoughts ran through your mind. You couldn't come up with an answer. But why was she even... I found you. It was one of the guys from the bars this morning. He reeks of alcohol, and any decent person could tell he wasn't intoxicated. If I ignore him, he'll go away. I've had enough of people like him for today. Probably. That old geezer never lets you have any fun. I'll show him. What the hell is he on about? I tried ignoring him and continued walking, but then I felt his hand grab my wrist. Oh, punch him in the face, punch him in the face, punch him in the face. Where do you think you're going? The hell? Let me go, you old beaster. I tried kicking him off of me, but all I did was anger him more. I felt my body slam into the brick wall behind me. He pinned me down and I tried to kick him again, but my body was still too tired from before. I tried to struggle, but it just ended in helpless flails. Get off of me! Boy, this one's kind of hard to read for me. Is this really going to happen to me? What in the hell did I do to deserve this? I could feel his disgusting breath on my neck, and I just wanted to puke. I finally get to have what I deserve in life. I felt like I couldn't breathe. His hand trailed and snaked around my waist. Ugh. It was disgusting. Why me? Just why? I hope somebody beat the absolute brakes off of him. It's quiet. The only thing I could make out was the sight of his body slumped into the floor and a dent on his head with blood trickling down the side. That's what they... No, people don't deserve to be hurt. I don't know. It's hard. When it comes to stuff like this, my brain be like, they deserve to get hurt. But then I know in my core, I believe that no one deserves to get hurt or die. But there are people that deserve to be punished. It's just I can't feel sorry for him for being a terrible person. These old fricks really gotta make my life harder. Standing over his body was Angelica. Okay. Angel coming in clutch. With 2 hands on a bat, bloodied at the end. She was practically panting, out of breath, like she ran here. My body was still in shock. I felt myself slowly fall down onto the ground as my legs gave out on me. You okay? I wasn't one to cry, ever. I could handle most things that others couldn't. However, in that moment, I felt like all the bottled emotions I kept stored up came spilling out. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Angel, whatever you want to be called. I felt like a kid for once. I felt like a kid I was supposed to be. I think seeing me cry caused her to panic a bit, and I remember her dropping her bat before running over to check on me. She was wary of touching me, but at that moment, her touch was the only thing I needed. I felt my arms wrap around her tightly as I continued to sob into her chest. I clung to her like my life depended on it. It felt like once I let go, she'll leave and I'll be stuck alone again. Just breathe. Everything will be okay. I'm not leaving. I'm right here. I cried and cried for almost a half an hour in her arms. Everything after was a blur. This is so sad. Breaking news. Board member of the entertainment company XXX found dead after committing shoo-shoo. Alleged claims on files that after his wife filed for divorce due to his harassment of young employees at their own company, he was distraught after the news hit the public. The young woman has since then sued him and won the case, leaving him and the company bankrupt. After his death, hundreds of alleged victims have come forward to share their experience, as they should. This is making me this part is making me happy. Not the him dying, but the fact that more victims saw like this person came forth, and now we're all going to come forth. In other news, Silos, a new and rising performance company, has recently been gaining thousands of fans since then, partnered with XYYX.co. Their collaboration has allegedly done wonders for Silos, and now they're rising to fame ever than before. Now, on to the weather. That actually made me a little happy. Current day. Huh? My lighter stopped working again. 20 minutes later. So I don't know how much of this is left. Let me go do some research real quick. So I did a little research. I try not to spoil stuff for myself, but I kind of tried to see how much I would have, left. Should I stop it? Because this has been going on for an hour, but I don't think I should. I think I should finish this whole day out. I'm going to wait till it finished the day out because I couldn't find, unless I look at a video, I can't find anything that could guide me and tell me I'm at the end or the middle and stuff. So I'm just going to keep going until the day ends. And once the day ends, then, because I think it's only 3 days. I think it was only 3 days. I'm not for sure. I don't remember, but I think it's only 3 days. In guilting your own previous outbursts, you were determined to find Armand. Also, it's a couple of minutes later. I needed to give my voice a rest, my brain a rest, my eyes a rest, and I need to take a break to gather myself after that horrific part in the alley. And I do apologize if that bothered any of you guys. In guilt of your own previous outbursts, you were determined to find Armand in order to apologize. However, due to your own negligence, you failed to realize you had zero known ledge about this place until you finally ended up lost in the establishment. I guess my brain needed a little bit more rest because did I just say knowledge? Not knowledge? Oh my God. Maybe I should have thought of a plan before just running to follow him. Though, I must have been missing something since I followed him not too long after he already left. As soon as I continued to ponder about his whereabouts, you begin to feel your stomach growling in hunger. Forget it. I'll look for him after I get something to eat first. I'm just gonna go grab a quick snack and... Oh yeah, I'm lost. Yeah, maybe if you go through room to room, maybe you'll find a pack of peanuts or M&Ms or something. Like you're on an airplane. Girl, go back to the place and wait for him. 5 minutes pass by and you continue to walk down the long, continuous hallways before spotting a vending machine not too far from your current spot. Food. Almost as if you were starved for weeks, you picked up the pace to the end of the hall as quickly as possible. You can feel your stomach growl more at the slight anticipation for the sweet treat after your long walk. Finally, I'm able to... From the corner of your eyes, you spot a dark corridor, hiding between the layers of the endless storage rooms and lounges. The peculiar sight almost made you forget about the hunger until you spot a familiar pair of spectacles from the same vermilion locks resting by the side of them. It's our lovely, lovely Armand. Is that Armand? He took another puff of his cigarette in his hand before turning his head away from you. Look, I really didn't mean to upset you before. Despite your words, he stayed silent as you tried to continue speaking. I want to say sorry about what happened before. He didn't say anything, nor move, with only his body still turned away from you. He began to grow more agitated due to him disregarding your presence. Ugh. Oh, Armand. You wanted him to say something, anything, in order to ease the tension between the two of you. Can you at least just... You're insufferable. You know that? Wow, Armand? That isn't nice. Look at him. He's still hot, but that's not nice. You came here to apologize for what? You don't even understand why I was upset, so you're not apologizing to make me feel better, but to ease your own guilt. As he spoke, you can only feel the tension growing. He was angry, and he was trying to make it as apparent as possible. I know you had a bad childhood, but hate to break it to you, you're not the only one. You know nothing about who I am, where I'm from, and what I do. So don't you dare assume anything about my own life. He's got a point, though. I hate that he's right, but you need to chill. I'm nothing like those disgusting, filthy pigs. His words stung, but part of him wasn't wrong. You knew that you assumed the type of person he was out of anger, but you didn't expect for him to get as angry as he did. I didn't mean to say those things. I was just angry and... You act like you had it so hard, but at least you had the chance to leave, unlike the rest of us who were left to rot. I get that you're upset with Gaoyang, but you didn't think he had it hard? You get to live in a pampered world compared to the rest of us, so don't act like you know anything. Although you wanted him to let out his anger and frustration before speaking again, you couldn't help but snap back as he continued to dig at your own life. Just like we assumed, he's assuming too. Like our father owns these companies, he has assets and stuff and stock probably and everything else. So he's probably assuming, I'm sorry, I'll wait till he's gone. But he's probably assuming that we're just a pampered little spoiled rich child. Are you serious right now? Pampered? You gotta be kidding me. You don't know what went on with me and Gaoyang, so don't you dare act like I'm the one at fault. Tell me, if you had the opportunity to escape the life of that monster who I deemed as a father created, you wouldn't have taken the opportunity? No matter where I go, I'm hunted by his presence, and when I finally went to lay my fear at rest, I'm met with a dead man. I'm sorry for accusing you of the things that triggered you so, but you have no right to call me pampered when you don't have the faintest idea of what I went through. So be what it may, but it wasn't my fault. It was never my fault. So don't act like it is. You know how hypocritical you sound right now. He takes another puff before blowing it in your face. There's certain things that guys could do to me to make me punch them in the face. This is one of them. Don't you ever blow... I hate the smell of cigarettes. Don't you ever blow cigarette smoke in my face. Isn't that what you just did with me? You thought just because I held a friendly face, I didn't have it bad being here? You have no clue what I went through all those years ago. You wouldn't even have the faintest clue. Your argument only intensified. So what gives you the right to determine what my experience was like? I don't mean to be hypocritical, but I'm trying to make up for it. I'm not happy that I had to experience what I did, but I'm not using it to justify what I said. Then what are you doing? At this point, I don't know what you guys are arguing about. You both remained quiet for what felt like hours until he spoke again. What are we even doing? Huh? This is stupid, and you know it. What? We're arguing about shite that went on, what, years ago? It's ridiculous, don't you think so? We're two people with clear traumatic issues that neither of us have worked out yet. And why? Because of this place. From what I'm hearing, we're just arguing about who had it rougher as a kid. Stupid. Both of you calmed down a bit after throwing daggers back and forth just a few minutes ago. Despite it all, you still wanted to apologize properly for once to him. I meant what I said before. I didn't mean to upset you. I was just angry that you told Gaoyang my location despite the circumstances, so I took it out on the situation. Yeah, you were angry and you spewed that anger towards something that you shouldn't have. He sighed before turning back over to respond. In my own defense, I gave him vague instructions, but he's just good at following them. Anyway, I'm sorry for assuming anything about you. It's whatever at this point. There was a few more moments of silence before he began to speak again. You should probably leave. Wait, what? Calm down. I'm not kicking you out this time or anything like that. It's going to rain soon, so you should leave before it gets too bad out there. Oh yeah, my apartment is pretty far from here, so it'll take a while for me to get back. Can I come back tomorrow? Maybe just to chat for once? Sure, why not? Oh, well, at least they made up. After that, you felt exhausted beyond relief, and you were just happy to be able to reconcile with Armand without any further troubles. For once in this past few hectic days, your day ended not as bad as you thought it would. Despite the mysteries of your findings today, you were content. All that was left was the sweet comfort of your bed, awaiting your arrival. On second thought, I guess not. Huh. So... Maybe I'll just wait for the rain to get better. I would tell you to just do that, but the forecast said it's going to rain till morning. Oh, but I want to get food and go home. You better walk in that rain. You better get going. Your hunger only grew. Once you realized that you were stuck in a building with no way home, you both sat and thought about how to get you home before Armand came up with a suggestion. Oh, I know. We have a vacant room upstairs for you to stay for the night if you like. If you're hungry, you could probably get you something to eat in the back. Really? I do have to mention that room was one of Gaoyang's a while back. He stopped taking rest stops thereafter. After what? It doesn't really matter all that much. You were confused by his statement, but you didn't question it any further. I honestly couldn't care less as long as I can get food. Great. Armand proceeds to pull out a small card from his pocket and hands it to you. Just go up the stairs over there and go to room 223. If you forget, the room number's on the back too. Anyway, for food, how does a club sandwich sound? Delicious. Okay then, I'll be right back. Well, I'm a little worried about being here because Armand isn't the only person that's here. Angel's here, which could be a bad person. She kind of blows us off a little bit. And so is Gaoyang, and I'm worried about him more than anybody. You took some time to eat with Armand and chat about small things. You both knew that the topic of your father, his boss, shouldn't come up, but you felt it was a topic for another time, As the night followed, you got to know Armand a bit more before heading to your room for the night. Oh, that's so sweet. As you enter your room, you felt your exhaustion finally kick in. With one good leap, you landed on top of the soft mattress, burying your face into the silky throw pillows. Never thought a club sandwich could taste so good until today. Hunger really does do things to people. I wonder if that's how cannibalism starts in books. Would real people do that if they got stranded on a deserted island? It would probably taste gross regardless. After losing yourself in your thoughts for a bit, you finally start to drift off. The soft lighting from the room, along with the sounds of the city nightlife, lured you into a deep sleep. Make sure you lock the door. Put something behind the door. 1:25 a.m. This is why you put something behind the door. What is that? Is that a keychain? Okay. Oh, how I missed you so. You sleep so peacefully, yet you scowl at even the slight mention of me. How I wish I could turn back time and prevent that wretched man from ever hurting you. I won't mess it up this time. Not again. I'll even leave a parting gift for you. He'll keep you company while I'm away, just like when we were young. I'll make you forget it all ever happened, and we can be happy together again. You'll finally be safe again. I won't let you go. Uh-oh. Not like last time. Not ever again. That is creepy. I don't even want him in here. Where are my keys? And Gaoyang, you've got to be kidding me. Gaoyang, are you serious? Chapter 3. Work history. Okay. We're at chapter 3 now. That whole thing, that last one was all chapter 2. Okay. This is chapter 3. I messed up, so I have to go back and rename my video. 1. 2, thank you guys for joining me. This is getting great. Oh, wow. I have nothing. I have no words. Now we got to go find our freaking keys. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye-bye.